YouTube, what the crap's going on? Heir of Carthage here, back on Total War Rome 2. Ready to continue the fight here. Apparently we've got a fight coming to us at Egypt. I think I was I about to fight that one? I think I was. And then up here, see where we're at. This army got attacked and had to fight that miraculous defense at the bridge. And a good job they did. Upgrade all those units with the weapons and stuff, why not? And then after some turn-ins here, we should have this army back up to full strength finally. I've got another army that is forever away, still working its way back to the front. And, well, what is the new front? It was way down in Iberia originally. And then Hannibal is pushing forward in Britain. So he lost a couple of units in the last battle. I don't know if it was our chariots or some of the other units we had. That's what it looks like. We can upgrade all the weapons here too, it looks like. Might as well. So what kind of mercenaries does Hannibal have available to him? We can get the chariots again. I wasn't real impressed with them. Britannic painted warriors, huh? Looks like they have a pretty solid charge bonus, these guys. Good melee attack. Looks like pretty good weapon damage. They just have, like, no armor. Literally no armor. Wow. So, painted warriors. Looking like fragile units, but, what the heck. Let's have some fun with them. They might be good for rear charges. Crappy units or not, I'll give them a go. We'll give them a chance. Okay, Britannia's being basically rebuilt from after having captured it. Income is down a little bit, probably just because I have more armies, and I've got guys out of settlements actually running sieges, which cost money. So, I think we're probably good to go ahead and attack Egypt here. It's got 19 turns before it surrenders. But if I attack, they get to defend it. Let's just continue the siege, and let's see if they come out against me. Was I building siege equipment? Yeah, we're building a bunch of ladders and stuff, so let's just continue that. I might be able to hit Memphis and then swing on up. Looks like this army needs to be upgraded as well. So I got nice weapon upgrades on all my guys there. Memphis is looking relatively undefended, which means that we should be able to put a pretty serious hit on it. State public order, growth, wealth from commerce, income from all trade agreements, wealth from commerce. Let's go with that. Take a little longer to build, but who knows, that might be worth it in the end. Carthago's still working on that Kothon, which is our most possibly upgraded like a shipyard, but we kind of need one of the ones that's like the military wharf as well. Might not hurt to throw that one here. Well, we can't actually. Does it have to be built in the provincial capital? Looks like it does. Let's throw the military wharf there, and we'll switch that one back over to the fishing wharf. Okay, so we got that handled. Let's see. I'm sitting a little further back from my microphone just because my back was hurting a little bit in the way I was sitting in the chair, but I'm worried that it'll sound too different. And then someone told me that for Apulian heavy infantry I need... Yep, sure enough. I just need to upgrade one of these, and I need advanced construction to get there, which is only 5 turns in research, so let's just do that so I can get some Apulian heavy infantry in this army. So I'm actually going to replace some of these guys with the heavy infantry eventually, so let's actually just ditch all these guys here. We don't need this. Disbanded. And let's head back down here to Sicily to see if we can get some of those crossbowmen that you all are talking up. And I'll wait until I can upgrade here to get the Apulian heavy infantry, which will be a nice addition. Okay. These guys can be upgraded too. Looks like the general can be ranked up. Public order, tariff, agreement, trade. Yeah, so that'll just give us more trade income, which is never a bad thing. Not a lot of people who like me enough to consider trading with me at the moment, except for Pontus, but Pontus is the one that I might be going to war with soon, so I'm going to leave them off the table for trade for now. It's not like I'm hurting particularly bad for money right now. This all mercenary army, their general can rank up. His name is Hannibal Barca, though it is not the Hannibal Barca, so don't be confused there. +3 public order, Celtic cultural influence, I don't want that. Let's see, temple construction cost, 5 armor, elephant units, +5 morale. Discovering hidden agents, melee attack for elephant units, no. +3 public order to the local province is probably not a bad thing, but let's see what else we got here. +10% factional mercenary replenishment rate, that's pretty cool, and we get cheaper mercenaries. Let's go with that. And let's go with the commander of men. And let's also open up let's go with rightful sovereign too. Okay, so there we go. Let's end this turn. Good. The Egyptians are going to attack me here. That's what I want. They've got some pikemen, actually, and a mercenary elephant. So it's a good thing that I've got these Numidian archers. We'll probably need them. And I've also got these Libyan peltas, so we have the means to get rid of their elephant. And then their garrison units are not going to stack up well against my Carthaginian infantry, so this ought to be a fun battle, though. The Egyptians bringing elephants to bear. I love the unit cards for the Egyptians with like that cloth armor. It's so cool looking. It's one thing you gotta love about Egyptian units. I like my pseudo-Roman armies here, having learned from our battle with the Romans, now implementing some of their ways, but yet maintaining some of that Alexandrian feel with the heavy cavalry peltist. Very nice. Combination of some of the best of both worlds. I'm going to split up peltist onto each flank to potentially deal with elephants, and I don't know how well peltist deal with elephants. And then we've got javelins on our infantry up front too, in case the elephants come straight up the front, and then we'll put the archers right here kind of in the middle too, just to be able to put supporting fire. Let's see what Flaming Shot does in this mod. It has a bonus versus buildings and lowers morale, so it does not have a bonus versus cavalry that I can see. So let's keep that in mind. Peltist on the flanks. And let's see, that should do the trick. And we'll keep our general here under center too. Walk my cavalry, run the rest of my guys forward. Here's the elephants. I do have peltist over there to face them. Hopefully peltist are a good counter to elephants in this mod. I wouldn't know one way or the other. Let's go ahead and run up there. Do I have it on slow motion? I was going to say I do have it on slow. It's like, my gosh, my guys are moving slow. Okay, I had to kind of shift here at the last second, and they're moving heavily to one flank here. We got some Egyptian archers that look like they're going to want to open fire. I'm going to take a few flank shots here. I'm hoping, though, the elephants will be lured in. I'm going to charge that Greek light cavalry. I gotta make sure it doesn't get into my peltist. I'm gonna give my peltist an attack order on the elephants, and then I'll keep a cavalry unit here. Ooh, I don't know if the elephants wreck cavalry. If they do, my cavalry are in trouble. Peltist are firing away. Yeah, my cavalry are getting shredded. The elephants have not lost a unit yet, and the enemy is still just like rampaging straight towards my flank, and I'm way out of position here. My guys they need to be all the way across the map. Just start wheeling men over here as quickly as possible. Lost my cavalry, lost some peltist over there. The elephants just now starting to drop. Let's keep this cavalry unit clear of the elephants, since obviously the results are not good. Oh, those are pikemen. Crap, don't attack them straight on. The elephants are running amok, so I'm going to try and get my infantry away from them. I'm going to try and hit those pikemen in the flank. Let's get all these guys out of formation attack, actually, and let's hit that pikeman. There we go, there we go. Where's the enemy reinforcements coming from? They're coming from the other flank. Oh, crap. This flank's going to be in rough shape. Let's actually get these guys to start running over here. Let's get our general and our peltist away. Okay, I think the enemy elephants are gone. Let's get up into this enemy blob here and try and deal with it quickly. I'm going to go get rid of the enemy skirmishers. Bringing infantry back over here. We need to retreat with this infantry. Let's get our peltist line pulled up to provide some temporary support in this neighborhood. And I'm going to start popping that enemy general with some archer fire. Okay. You guys cannot run fast enough at this point. I don't know if I can get that point across any better. It's a Royal Peltist general there. I don't want to fight that guy. Okay, there we go. Looks like this main fight is mopping up nicely. The pikemen are kind of strewn every which way at this point. I'm going to chase that unit down, and let's try and get some rear charges on the enemy pikemen who are engaged. My units are out of formation attack, so they're doing a decent job at kind of getting around the flank of the enemy pikes. So this rear charge here ought to break their morale. Yeah, all pike units are now wavering. Oh gosh, get away, get away, get away. And let's get these guys set into a skirmish fire at will. We can engage that Greek garrison spear. And I've now got enough infantry on the way that we should be able to mop up this fight. And let's start pulling these guys to the flank. Archers. There's a Greek garrison cav there. Let's make... actually, we got plenty of guys on that side. Uh-oh, hear a little air crying. I might just have to put up with that for a minute. I'm going to have to attack these native citizen militia just for the moment. And we need some support over here fast. Our guys might get wrapped up here. Let's bring another unit in to help tie them down from the front. Let's bring the peltist in here too. Okay. Get that in there. And it's a little bit of a blob fest right now, but we should be able to clean it up with their cavalry here pretty quick. And I kept my general safe back in the back. So we did lose a few guys there in the center, which is unfortunate, but I've got reinforcements in. Morale is not great over here right now, so let's actually send our general that way. Alright. Gonna have to ignore the little bit of crying in the background. Little air is asleep but does not want to be, clearly. I am losing Carthaginian infantry morale very quickly here, and this general does not have any abilities. But maybe just his presence here will help turn that around. Let's get our archers forward to do some help. We need these infantry into this fight. Okay, general's taking some fire, I think. Let's target those native local archers. I don't want to get my general killed. Okay, here we go. Alright. I think we're making some progress here. My archers can cease fire. I can pull my general back up for support, and we can now get in. Actually, let's hit that Royal Peltist. Hit the Greek cavalry. Get after the skirmishers. Come here and get the skirmishers. There's more Egyptian pikemen, though, here, so we need to get away from them. Just flee away from the pikemen. We wiped out the Greek cavalry. And we're going to get all these archers here too, which is good. The main fight over here is going okay for me. And let's get away from those pikemen with this cavalry unit. And we caught the Royal Peltist general from behind. And we can now take our general around here. Let's break up and got all my cavalry chasing one skirmisher. That was probably a waste. The Royal Peltas General actually would probably win that fight eventually, so we're going to have to break up from here. Get around the pikemen, come back and support. My general is moving around the flank here. I'm going to get him lined up for a rear charge. And we should be able to put this away. A little bit tougher fight than I had wanted. I'm going to hit this native citizen militia with my general real quick. Let's come down here and watch the charge cam. That should free up my Peltas from that fight, who really don't like being in a long-term engagement. And we'll hit the Royal Peltas General. Let's make a hit over here. Hit the Royal Peltas General again. Let's get some insert camera mode here too. So the Royal Peltas General ought to take a pretty solid flogging from my my cavalry there. Let's get you another quick up-close view of the Royal Peltas. They're going to get charged from another direction. The insert camera isn't my favorite sometimes. Okay, yeah, the Royal Peltas General is going to be getting absolutely clobbered there. He's pretty much off the field. Little Air's adding some drama to the video by crying in the background. I don't know how much you all can hear him. He should be asleep, but of course you know how kids are. Sometimes they just don't want to go to sleep, so I'll have to go check on him here in a minute while we're at the loadout screen. I'm a dad. Cut me a break. You got to do what you got to do. And Mrs. Air is actually out having some fun tonight, which is good. So let's get my general away from these different spear units. I got a nice rear charge in there. Alright, looks like we're going to rout out the rest of this. There's just some pikemen left back there.
The battle is turning in our favor.
And the pikemen ought to probably waver and rout too. So, started off a little bit dicey, but ended up being a decisive victory. The mobility from the cavalry, obviously a big key there. While that's loading out, I'm going to go see if I can't get Little Air to calm down, and I'll be back in just a minute, so you can skip ahead down at the bottom if you want to where I'm back. Well, right when I was about to get up, he calmed down, which is also pretty typical, so now I don't want to go in there and let him see me and get all worked up. All the fun of being a parent. It really is actually fun. It's a lot of work, but it's totally worth it. Love having a kid. It's fun. Alright, so let's see. Pretty decisive victory there. I'm going to kill the captives so that we send the Egyptians packing. Alexandria remains under siege and ought to be substantially weakened just by the numbers at this point. Nervii won a peace treaty. We're not going to give him that. Let's see. The Iceni went around me going for one of my settlements, but I can just auto-resolve a victory out of him here. Because my garrison will be able to defend. And we're going to push them off there. They'll probably make another last-ditch suicide attempt at taking a settlement. Alright. Join the war against Tylus. I'm alright. Let's see what we get here. Those guys are forced to retreat. That other army now will have enough units that it can defend itself much better. Boy, that was a close one. We got attacked in the last one by all those naked skirmishers. Fortunately, I had the Balearic Slingers there to help me tank out a clutch victory. So let's see. Got the farm. Ah, heck, we can just build another farm. Why not? Let's use Hannibal to chase down this Iceni crap stack here. Finish them off. That's the end of the Iceni faction. They were no match for Hannibal and his mighty army. So let's get ready to make a move on this this other faction up here. I'm going to scout ahead and see what we're up against. They've got quite a few troops up here, and we ought to be careful not to overestimate or underestimate them. A night attack could help me knock them out one at a time. When the Britannic ambushers are a little bit squishy, Don't know about Chosen Spear Band, but these champion units, we've come to understand that those are going to be pretty decent units. So I'll have to be careful. Yeah, not a lot of fairly soft units, except well, actually that's a pretty solid line right here, Chosen Spear Band. So have to watch out for the end. I mean, this army right here is pretty infantry heavy. The other one's not so much. But we'll have to kind of figure that out as we go. We might be able to use our spy to bungle up one of them and make it easier. So we're 2 turns away from having this army up to full strength, which is good. We can finally push forward there. And this army is getting slowly but ever closer to where it needs to be. The Nervii were begging me for peace, which means that they most likely, yeah, they're in rough shape up here. Gonna attack these guys here. This one looks like an auto-resolve to me too. And then let's attack the settlement. We're gonna capture it. I'll occupy. So the Pride of Mago captures Korea. So we are now now into Rhaetia et Noricum, or however you say that. Yeah, I don't really know. Ooh, can I not build these? What is this? Village shield maker, town shield maker, town blacksmith. One way or the other, they require. Yeah, they require that research, which maybe I'll do that one next so that we can build that there. That could be an interesting building chain. I don't think we need a barracks at this point, and we'll go ahead and convert the farm over. Let's see. Might as well upgrade all the weapons on these dudes. Bitbracht. Punic culture's on the rise. We've got a temple or shrine of Baal Haman. We can improve that further. I might go ahead and bring this agent over here to start spreading it in Noricum here. Let's do that, and we'll put him down to start spreading the influence. Hopefully that, yeah, look, Punic influence already trying to go down. That agent's what was bolstering it. Wow, Punic income just taking a beating here. Cultural differences. Let's take a look and see if we can understand settlement details here. Local traditions 6, so that's we have to overcome quite a bit there. May require another. We may need to tear this down and build another temple here just to overcome the local tradition. That's probably what we're gonna have to do. So let's tear it down, and that should help. Could have local traditions at play up here too. Did I ever get my agent across the, no, good grief. The guy's had such a long journey. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I mean, we having problems with culture? Well, no, because we got the, we've got a judge back there acting as a governor. I like that the guys that kind of act as governor, it's cool. Go ahead and upgrade this guy. Alright, what can we get here? What can we recruit? So as far as mercenaries go, nothing special. Tarantine Cav, I mean, yeah, none of that stuff be working. Let's see what the area of recruitment guys are. Dart slingers. Here's the crossbow infantry that you all wanted me to get. They do have 200 range, and looks like missile damage is pretty good. That's actually pretty darn good for this mod. So yeah, that looks like what we're going to want to do. Dart slingers, huh? Looks like they have the same attack as a javelin, almost. But they're very short range. I don't know how good that'll do. Let's just get some of the crossbow infantry. Have some fun with them. So there we go. I'm going to get some of the crossbow infantry that you all so badly wanted me to have. Food wealth. Grain market. Cavalry charge. I don't think we need that. Let's just go with the library. Okay. Let's go back out here to Egypt. Yeah, we can easily take Alexandria at this point, having defeated the Egyptians on the open field. At least they came out and fought. I'm probably gonna change that over so that we don't get the public order penalty. And I could use a temple for sure in this province, but I'll build it outside of Alexandria since that city has not been developed quite enough yet. The auto-resolve will work here, even though it's going to be a little bit rough. Actually, it's saying it won't. Let's see what happens if we do like a protective stance here. I just don't feel like fighting that yet. It treated us better than it looked like it was going to. I don't want to fight against too many garrisons so that you all get bored of it or something like that. So let's tear that down, tear that down. There we go. So making good progress into Egypt. We'll take it away from the Egyptians and then we'll move, just take away the entire area, essentially, so that we control. I'm kind of almost going for, I won't go for complete Carthaginian dominance at this point. We might eventually, but I mean, I'm definitely pushing some Carthaginian dominance. Just, you can tell by the way that I'm capturing stuff on the map here. We've got the Western Mediterranean pretty much subdued for the most part, which is awesome. So, definitely looking good. Let's go ahead and end the turn here. Do have some skills to take care of. Fist of Hamilcar. Let's go ahead and upgrade. I want to get everybody's weapons and shields upgraded. Reduce empire maintenance and extra cultural conversions, not gonna hurt. Pride of Mago. Got army traditions here. Public order bonus from the presence of our culture. That's probably not going to be the case because I don't want to leave these guys to defend a whole bunch. Battles against raiding armies. I don't think that's going to help a whole lot. Income from looting, artillery experts. None of this stuff is going to be particularly useful. I don't need extra armor for siege. Less attritional losses when under siege is probably not that important either. I would like to have less when I am sieging. Let's just go ahead and do the formidable fighters. Now we should be able to end the turn. Egypt's still begging for a peace treaty. I'm sure Pharaoh would like a peace treaty. Unfortunately for him, I'd like a piece of his head on a pike. So that's the only thing that's going to satisfy the Carthaginian demands here. Well, actually, I suppose the Pharaoh could live under one condition. That he comes out in front of all the people, pulls his pants down, and basically just has to stand there while being laughed at and have rotten vegetables thrown at him. If he endures that for a few hours, and then is forced to urinate himself in public and all kinds of stuff, then I might consider a peace treaty, but I may not either. No, I'm not going to agree to a non-aggression pact with the Cimbri. I'd rather fight them just to get to see the units that they have. We got a lot of armies in Britannia, so Hannibal's going to have to be smart. Athens liberated a faction due to their exploits. Ooh, got some nice upgrades here in Korea. Let's go ahead and put a temple in here to help with conversion. And then we've got this. Oh, okay, I thought they got my agent for a minute. I was like, no! Okay. Build another temple here to help shred more Punic. Shred? I mean spread more Punic cultural influence. Not shred it. Well, I don't understand what just happened there. I think I accidentally quit training this last unit of Carthaginian infantry is what I did actually. There we go. So, there we go. This army's now all upgraded. It's got weapon upgrades, armor upgrades, all kinds of good stuff. So, it's going to be ready to make a move. Korea is going to be coming under our control. 3 turns away from finishing some research to help me get Apulian heavy infantry. And we've got the crossbows that you all wanted me to have now, which is pretty exciting. At least I think it is. It's going to be fun to use those. Let's go ahead and upgrade them before we leave that province. I don't think there was anything else here that was really particularly worth getting. I wish there was like some Italian noble cavalry or something too. That'd be awesome. Those guys were beastly. Okay. So, we've taken care of business. This army can actually move on. Might go ahead and do so. Move on to that next province. We can take another upgrade here. And let's... Soft was... Yeah. So let's go ahead and attack there. And let's get a temple built. There we go. So I'm going to keep pushing the Egyptians. I'm going to keep an army in Alexandria just to keep it safe. And let's go take a look and see if Hannibal's ready to strike again against Britannia. Looks like very cold and dreary up here. All his troops can be upgraded, which is nice. Getting the silver armor and weapon for all of our guys. Yeah, this next faction is going to be interesting as far as taking them out. Might try and poison their provisions. Just see if we can potentially mess with those armies a little bit, break them up so I can beat them in a more 1 versus 1 scenario. Let's see, what is this? Extra tax rate? Yes. Yes, please. Okay, let's end one more turn. That army's finally almost up into an area where I can fight.
Heed me now, for I speak with the
Egypt wants to be my client state.
Pharaoh, son of Osiris.
No. Especially not since you're demanding money. Looks like Egypt has problems because they're at war with Pontus as well. The Nervii are wanting to become a client state for money too, but I'm not going to accept any of those agreements. I don't know if they fixed client states in this mod where they actually work right and, you know, they won't fight amongst themselves and other stuff. Like, something in Rome 2 that they should have fixed that they never did. It's just, I just don't understand it. Really do not understand it. Why your own client states would keep fighting each other and you have no option to convince them otherwise. They just do what they want to do, so what's the purpose of having them be a client state? Got a guy doing assault patrol on us here, which doesn't look like it really succeeded. Well, it did succeed because I have no movement points. Let's take our spy and see if we can get rid of this Nervii agent. Not likely. Not likely. We got a 1% chance. And a pretty good chance of our agent getting wounded. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Wow, we got away with murder on that one. Literally. Actually, I think he was just wounded, but still, we got away with a lot. I'm going to have to attack the Sequani too. And I think that I'm going to get this army ready to hit Vesontio. And this army here needs to come clean out these Nervii who are camped outside my town, so let's take care of them. Elite Nervii swordsmen, huh? LJ veteran warriors, heavy skirmishers, Germanic longbow hunters. What do I have here? Iberian skirmishers, Numidian skirmishers, Libyan cav. Wonder if my Massilian hop. Yeah, I mean my hoplites should be up to the task. Their army's pretty damaged. The only thing I'm really worried about is their arrow towers, but maybe we can take some shots from them by using the reinforcing troops. Actually, should have put this on the next episode, because technically I'm kind of out of time here, but we'll go ahead and put it in this one. I'm going to have my Libby Phoenicians attack one side, Massilians attack another, and then I'll put the Galatian units to attack the last side, and then we'll bring the skirmisher support from any direction where we can get a good shot. I don't know if my cavalry is near as good as my Carthaginian cavalry, so I'm going to have to be careful with it. Let's wait on the rain, get some better weather. Let's see, which sides can we attack from? I can't get to that side to attack it. We can attack from here, so our Massilians will come from the front. Libby Phoenicians will come from the left-hand side, and the Gauls will come from the right-hand side. And I'm going to support with some skirmishers here. And I'm going to support the Gauls with some skirmishers. Going to put a couple cavalry units to support the Gauls too. Just put some cav units here too, so we got a nice good surround. I'm just gonna walk my units forward so they don't get tired. I'll make them run once they get closer to the fort.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
I want to bring up these units, potentially use them as meat shields. It's going to take them a while to get into position, but let's bring them up nonetheless. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. Let all my guys start walking forward. It's going to take them forever to get across the map because the unit movement speed is already quite slow in this mod. By numbers, we got the Nervii massively outnumbered. A little bit worried though about how good these elite Nervii swordsmen are. No idea. Okay, all my hoplites moving up, swords moving up. I'm gonna have to burn some holes in the fort walls, which my hoplites will be better at, probably because they're better shields and armor. The Gauls, I'm not so sure how well it's gonna go. As you can see, their armor is very low. Actually, kind of tempted to hold off with the Gauls, actually. Okay, we need to go into play because now we're getting fired on, so go ahead and run. Run up to here. Run up to here. Let's come see if we can get some skirmish pressure on. Got my reinforcing units still quite a ways off. Let's go ahead and burn a hole in the wall here. Burn a hole in the wall there. I'm just going to get a few holes in the wall. Let's bring one cavalry unit to get ready to help out over here in case we need it. Let's get them up a little bit closer, but still outside of tower range. Might be able to use these guys to burn some holes in the wall too. Okay, we got some holes started. Let's burn a few more just so we can get a good clean entry. Do we have to put these guys on melee? Yeah, looks like it. Let's see if we can get some more holes in the wall here. Okay. Oh, right here. Go out of formation attack. Let's see if we can get in here and capture that tower. We should be in the process of breaching. See if we can get over here. Let's go ahead and bring the Gallic swords up. Yeah, we got that Nervii elite swordsman in a pretty tough position. Let's go ahead and start bringing this unit to reinforce. We'll start capturing with the next unit. And let's get these guys out of formation attack. Out of formation attack. Let's bring this guy up. 2, 1, come on! Let's get the chariots. Let's actually take these guys out of melee mode. Just let them fire away some ammo. Let's get in here with the swords. These walls are about to be burned down, so I can get in here. There we go. Capture that tower. Actually, stay there. Might be able to get some cavalry inside the base over here. Ooh, this unit's getting outflanked. It's not good. We might lose that. Yeah, this unit's now being outflanked too. Let's run a charge on those Belgae veterans there. Yeah, this army does not have the same morale that a normal army does, so I'm gonna have to be careful. Yeah, we lost this unit, and we're gonna lose that one too. Did get my cavalry in here though, so let's go ahead and get a rear charge. My swords are in here too.
Our general is under attack.
I'm sure he is. Let's see if I can get over here. Yeah, that charge helps support the morale. I'm gonna have to pull my general back out of arrow range here. Got a few morale issues going on, but that cavalry rear charge was definitely important. We've taken away that tower from him. Let's bring these chosen swords, or the Gallic swords, over there to help out. Let's see if we can provide some support to this hoplite that's outflanked in every direction. I don't think our charges are going to be wildly good, but do what we can. Oh, this cavalry unit's now being attacked in the rear, and so it's acting like it's going to rout. Yeah, it must have gotten attacked in the rear. Let's get these spearmen. Get the skirmishers. Let's get some more of our guys into the base. We got these reinforcing troops. Bring them up. We're going to need them. This fight's not going as well as I'd like. Let's get the cavalry up. I'm losing quite a few units inside the base just because they're getting attacked in the flank. Let's get our guys out of this fight. We're about to lose cavalry there. Let's just get these warriors in here. Our Gallic swords are really the ones who are, well, these guys just, now they're, what's the deal? Attacked in the flank? So somehow my guy, oh, they're a formation attack unit. Crap. I didn't realize they were a formation attack unit, so I'm actually doing very, very poorly in this battle. We need to get our guys back into the fight. We're just, we don't have as good a units as I'm used to having here. We have some, yeah, we got some holes in the wall here. Let's try and make use of that, and let's bring our general in too. Very risky, but let's do it. Okay, let's get these tribesmen in here. Let's attack that spear unit. Come on, cavalry. Let's charge into the back of those Belgian heavy spearmen. Get our general away from that nonsense, please. Let's inspire our guys, rally. Maybe the rally will help. Let's get into the back of these Nervii elite swordsmen. Attack them from both directions. See if we can get into the flank there. Yeah, definitely having some problems, but I think we're going to overcome it. Let's just get our guys into the fort at this point. We need to get everybody into the fort. This cavalry rear charge there, having some impact, but now my cavalry are now wavering. My general, though, now free. Let's use him to rear charge over here. All these guys are free now. Let's come attack the back of this blob. So it's going to be an ugly, ugly battle, but I think we can pull it off. Let's hit those Belgian heavy skirmishers. Bring more infantry over. Yeah, the Nervii are screwed now. They're going to get overwhelmed by numbers. So, fortunately for me, my general hit these guys in the back, but I mean, he's under heavy tower fire too. I hope he doesn't die. All the Nervii are routing there, and pretty much almost all the rest of the Nervii are about to right here. They're going to get rear attacked now by these units, so pretty tough battle here actually. The fortifications and the Nervii units being stronger than I had initially expected. Of course, the penalties for being outflanked are massive, and that's kind of hard to avoid sometimes getting into the fort, so you have to try and prevent it from happening to you when you're in close combat with all the enemies. That's going to be all the time I have for this episode. I am going to let it get to the loadout screen, and at least we got rid of the... I love that barbarian victory music from Rome 1. The Rome 1 soundtrack is awesome. Someone asked me like if I could use the Medieval 2 music on here. I'd love to if they had it, but it's not available. If someone makes a mod, like if someone wants to go out there and get the Medieval 2 music and mod it in to into Rome 2, I'd be happy to use that music mod for some of the episodes. Using music mods in general, though, unless I know it's like the Total War music or something that's absolutely certainly not going to get me flagged for a copyright, then, I mean, I'd be pretty happy to try different music if people think there's stuff. Like someone mentioned an epic music mod, but I'd have to look to see whether or not that's copyright protected. Hope you all enjoyed it. Heir of Carthage signing off for now.